Now, here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And good evening, everybody. We're going to start off tonight with this picture from Jennifer Acker Woods. And as you'll see, this is kind of what we saw all over Montana and Wyoming today. Some places where we had partly cloudy skies, holes in the clouds, and overcast in other places. So that was kind of what we had. Sun breaks and cloud cover most of the day off and on around the region. But here was a beautiful sunset tonight by Barbara Burnett, I should say. This is the way it looked this evening as you took a look up behind Rimbrock Mall. Just kind of a cool looking sunset. The sky literally turned pink out there. It was kind of cool. Meanwhile, here's the way things are shaping up Billings right now. Currently, we have mostly cloudy skies, 42 degrees. The wind is calm right now. And as you'll see, our reported high today actually got up to 56. Here's your normal high, 58. We just missed that by a couple of degrees. The record was 82 back in 1994. Record low was 20 back in 1970. And as far as precipitation-wise, nothing new to add to the total. So we're still ahead of normal for the month. And for the year, we're still way ahead of normal there at 443. Only need to be just a little under 3 inches. And obviously, we're doing that at 285. So anyway, here's the way things are shaping up. Our current temperatures around the state are into the 30s and 40s out in the west, 48 over Kalispell. Back here in eastern Montana, still mostly into the 40s, 45 at Jordan, 44 at Miles City, Billings at 42. Northern Wyoming also into the 40s, but these were our reported highs for the day. And look at this. Look at all the 60s up in the northeast corner of the state. 57 over at Miles City, 58 at Glendive out in the west. Generally into the 40s and 50s out there as well. 56 over at Billings, and the high temperature in Livingston was 52, 48 at Bozeman. And as you'll see here, our thunderstorm outlook does show we still have the threat of some isolated showers and thunderstorms for a few more hours in eastern Montana, but tomorrow it all stayed back here towards the extreme eastern edge of the state, basically from Billings all the way back towards the state line with the Dakotas. Just a slight threat of some isolated showers, maybe a couple of claps of thunder, and that's about all you'll see out of it. Right now, Doppler radar shows you we still have some scattered showers moving through the Glasgow area. Has some pretty big thunderstorms here, maybe even a couple of claps of thunder there tonight. Elsewhere, you see the line of showers out of Wyoming. They're just starting to make their way into Carter County, and that's why we still have a threat of some spotty showers there tonight. We'll pull back and show you what's happening, basically. It's an upper level trough right through here. It was on the west coast yesterday. It's slowly starting to slide towards the east. As it does so, it's taking all that moisture and just spewing it right up the jet stream and right in towards Montana. So at the surface, this was the main weather maker. A couple of low pressure cells. Rotation around that low is counterclockwise, so it took some of that moisture and threw it up towards eastern Montana. This low here threw it up towards western Montana, where we got into the mountains, and it literally kind of pushed that moisture up high enough, it started cooling down, and we actually had snow showers out in the western part of the state. Now tomorrow, these two low pressure cells start separating. They start dropping a little bit farther to the south and to the east, and it starts taking most of the rain with it and most of the snow with it out in the west. Then high pressure moves in behind that, but then what we see is another surface trough that'll start dropping down from Canada. It'll raise in towards the eastern edge of the state as it does so. Might see some spotty showers in the Billings area by Thursday night, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Then by Thursday morning, that whole thing pushes over into the plains. Mostly sunny skies for much of Thursday on into Friday as well. You'll see sunshine there. But as far as precipitation, looks like maybe the big stuff is going to be out around Kalispell and Missoula. Here in Billings, we may pick up about 5/100ths of an inch or so. But tonight around the rest of Montana, looking for temperatures cooling back down into the 20s and 30s with some spotty rain showers. Tomorrow back to the 50s, some low 60s in eastern Montana, out in the west, 40s and 50s out there. But for Billings tonight, 37 degrees for the overnight low with still a slight 40% chance for rain, decreasing clouds overnight. Then for tomorrow, back to 59 degrees on Wednesday, 67 on Thursday, 78 on Friday with a slight chance of rain, but it doesn't last too long. We roll it back into the 50s and 60s through your Easter weekend and on into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Let's go back to the desk.